thought that Zuckerberg apparently is, there's worried he's going to spend a lot of money on his AI stuff. So that's going to hurt, their margins and whatnot. If he's spending a lot of cash, even though for a company like that, I mean, it's spending some cash isn't that big of a deal. So, like I said, we saw a dip by here from the chart. So what's above here? Well, we have this crazy gap down from earnings still, right? A huge gap. And we have a nice key level 450. And we had the high here that we broke on 447. So let me actually mark this out here. The high is 446.44. Okay, 446.44. I'm just, that's not the most important level, but it's something that we could pay attention to because it's kind of the high here that we broke yesterday. And then yesterday, we literally hit 4 cents off of 450. So I think that playing pre-market high here at like 444.50 is a little far. Asking, for a $5 move right through pre-market highs a little much. So this is kind of a different scenario than what we're usually used to with me, right? Typically, I want this to open really close, see a pullback, and then high a day. That would be my ideal setup. However, we're too far. So I don't want to see this pull back too far and then do that same kind of scenario, where we do something like this and we pull all the way back. We pull all the way back in and then we get our move. To me, this kind of move is unrealistic, right? I would like to see something a little more like maybe a really small pullback. I'm talking 50 cents or maybe $1 at most. Then we get our push. Then we can get kind of a pullback, maybe like a bull flag. And then we get our move up through 450 and we can actually catch this. And that's when things could really just start taking off. So that's what I'm looking for, just for a visual for you guys. Other things that maybe you could consider, like 185 on Tesla. Just, we had a crazy move recently and then we just chilled out. Maybe there's a little breakout over 185 that gets this thing going again. However, why not just, hang out and wait for 195, 200. To me, those are going to be safer plays for us. The market looks really choppy here this morning, guys. Let's just check it out on the 1-minute chart here. Yeah, I mean, just, looked strong, pulled right back down, bouncing again. So, I mean, I really got to see some clear direction on this. Geos. So, I mean, okay, my main play here is going to be Meta. Meta 450, so I'm going to be looking to play the 450 calls. Let's see, what else? I really looked around everything else. I mean, another trade that I put in my trade ideas tab for you guys in Discord is going to be Netflix. Still being patient on this one. I really like this setup. We just got to wait. Again, we're kind of right in the middle, about 555. I mean, it's going to be easy to know when this is ready. It's just going to be hard to be really, really patient and let it come to us because this thing may just chill out for a long time. Or once we can break through and really get going, I like the downside on this. However, I think there's still an okay trade to the upside here above 580. I just want to see 480 break. Then we have this gap here from 2 earnings ago that we could really get some momentum into. And Netflix when Netflix hits a sell-off, time when it can really sell off for a couple days, it's crazy. So it's a trade that we can really let go. Lyft has your eye, okay. What about it? Into this gap down here? Are you looking downside or what are you looking for? Man, it's pouring outside. For anyone that just popped in, I said this earlier, but it is storming really hard. So if I abruptly just kind of stop talking, just know that maybe my power went out or whatever, and I will do anything I can to hop back on. If I need to get on my phone and get on, cellular data, I will. So just in case. I'm in Texas. I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder, but it is. When I woke up, it was fine, but yeah, things are getting crazy now. All right, well, we got about 2 minutes here until open. Oh man, Meta falling back here into the open. I don't like that. It's not what I want to see. Wow, what's going on here? I'm looking for the 450 break up in here, check. However, we're just really far now. This thing just dropped like $4. That's awesome. Well, guys, I don't want to say it's over before it started, but this is not good. I don't know what just happened on Meta. Let me see if there's any news. Market didn't fall off. I'm not seeing anything else kind of drop like that. That is really unfortunate. Seconds before the open. Yeah, not seeing anything. That is crazy, man. That may have just screwed it up. Microsoft, the same thing. Those are typically tied together. I'll look at Microsoft. Yeah, it's just like there's no really like earnings gap or anything, you know. That's why I really like Meta, but I guess maybe it was just too obvious. They're really screwing this up now. What is going on, man? I want to say this is going to have to get bought up instantly here off the open. If we fall back down here into the low 30s, it's over for today at least. Apple popping yet. Apple has earnings today, so I'm not going to be interested in trading that until tomorrow. Come on, man. This was the one setup I wanted. And we just sold off like crazy. I mean, what is this? What is this, man? Everyone better cross your fingers that this starts ripping. BA cup and handle. See. It's like a smaller time frame. Yeah, I mean that really doesn't look terrible. The 174, the 175. For me personally, I'm not a BA trader unless there's a catalyst. So it's like the day or the day after a catalyst, I look to trade it. Even though technically wise, this looks pretty freaking good. Yeah, if that happens, that'd be crazy. Let's go back to Meta here. Oh, Meta, he looks so good. That's how quickly things can get ruined, guys. That is how quickly things can get ruined. Wait, you're telling me the second whistleblower died, Porterhouse? That wasn't a joke? You gotta be kidding me. That's insane. I mean, how obvious do they need to be? Wow, Meta just really screwed it. Now a $15 move up to 450. Man, that just kills me. Today was supposed to be the day. Well, do you guys have other tickers you want me to look at? This has been such a boring week. This was supposed to be our hype day. We make a lot of money. AMD after earnings, yeah. It's moving a little bit. I just don't like this area. To me, this is like a dip buy spot on AMD. Nice, Geo. Tesla. 184. I mean, yeah, like I said, this 185 level like isn't terrible. Um, I just, I don't know that this is where I want to be trading it. I know it may be boring, guys. How selective I am on where I'm looking to trade these stocks, but it makes it so much easier to constantly just be patient and wait for these really high odds areas to trade. And then you have confidence in yourself, and your win rate is so high, even though, I mean, you're going to have a lot less trades, but there's less stress and all that. Tesla pulling back here, 184. I can see that Meta's popping based on the 450 calls. I'm not going to count Meta out completely. I mean, I could easily see this get going today, but it's going to need to like really go ASAP here. It's got to use that morning volume to get going. Pull back on Tesla. Meta still going up here a little bit. Oh, come on. We got to see buyers really, really, really come in here quick. Like we need to be seeing high a day ASAP here. This has got to get going. What's up, Sam Help on YouTube? You don't want to see that. If this breaks through low a day, I'm probably just going to move on. Just try to go see if I can find something else. But this is the one trade I wanted this week. But we'll get paid even more if it's tomorrow. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain if they just trickle it up back into the 440s. Today was supposed to be the day. It looks better if it happened today. It's like a hurricane outside where I am. Oh, come on. Hold 435. Nvidia popped, fell back. This is just a weird week. But we do have Apple today, so that could really pull the market. Let's see if we have any more news coming out. We have some factory orders and natural gas report here in about 30 minutes. And that's pretty much it. I mean, tomorrow we have an employment situation report, PMI composite final, ISM services. Nothing that crazy. But I mean, look at NQ here. I do like to see Meta kind of holding up here a little bit with NQ doing this, but it's not going to do it for much longer. So we really need the market to turn around. I don't know what sold this off so hard pre-market. There wasn't really any news. I guess just, a whale came in and dumped some shares. Yeah, market is finally reversing a little bit. RB for sure. That's what I want to see. I wasn't talking, guys. Sorry. Let's see here. Is there a broker that has options paper trading? Yeah, I think any paper trading service should have options. I don't know. Um, I know Webull does. Yeah, Thinkorswim, all that. Let's go, Meta. Let's get going here. Let's get to this high a day. We'd like to see this above 440, like absolutely ASAP here, because I can't let this wait around much longer. It's just gonna Ugh. lose volume. Yeah, Mr. Happy, 450 calls for sure if I do trade this. However, I'm looking for the 450 break, and we're sitting here about $13 away. So it's just really, really far. Meta's, it's just got to make a big move to even get to the point where I can trade it. It looked good. Looked like we were going to open up around 442, 443, which to me is, okay. Not ideal, but okay. And then if you notice, we dropped like almost $5 about 2 minutes before open. So Nvidia is moving insane here, up and down, but just big moves. 856 to 848 in 2 minutes. Here we go. NQ going for low a day here, and Meta is starting to try to push highs. I like this. We got to see a lot more volume in this, though. I mean, 63,000, 100,000 candles. We need 200, 250,000 volume candles here to get this thing going. It's got to use that opening 30-minute volume to get going. There we go. New high on the day. We just broke through. Got to get above 440. Come on, Meta. I know you can do it. Market's starting to bounce a little bit here. Netflix just chopping around doing nothing. Tesla ended up falling from 184.50 all the way down to 181.50. So that's probably done. Got to hold VWAP at least. It's pretty disappointing. Do you guys see any other tickers you like? I'm not seeing much on my end. A BA setup ended up kind of failing here. I'll set an alert though, just in case it ends up popping up. Tesla under 181 here. Come on, Meta. We got to get through 440. But I'll back in premium next week, but I've been day trading only triple Qs in the past 2 months and turned 300 to 5K. I'm not looking to get some group. Nice, Sam. 300 to 5K trading the Qs. That's pretty crazy. Well, it's just a waiting game right now, guys. Qualcomm retesting. What that end up doing? Wow, pretty nice move. What did Carvana do? Hmm. 122.90 high in Carvana. Pretty solid breakout here on Qualcomm, though. This doesn't look terrible technical wise. It's just not really something that I trade a lot. Contracts don't look bad, though. IV is settled. 180 on the dot. Let's look at the wall. About a 60,000 wall. Netflix breaking out here. Yeah, Meta's still trying. Qualcomm, this could be kind of a scalp here. I mean, I'm way too late to the party to catch this, but let's just watch this. 2 cents off. We got a wall there at 180. Watch volume here. It's just good practice for y'all. Watch the bid and the ask. 4 cents. 5. Watch this break a new high here. Let's see what it does. Hit 180 on the ask. Took out the wall. 1 cent move. Terrible. It's got to get going. I thought we'd see more like a volume spike here. That's why I said watch that. Look how terrible that was. There it is. There's the move. Look at volume. That's why I look for walls, because that's where I know volume is going to spike. It was pretty solid. Nice. You caught that, Snail Cat? There you go. You're welcome. Good job. Good call out. Glad I could walk through that. I wish I saw that about 2 to 3 minutes ago. I don't know that I would have taken it though, but God, Meta, come on, dude. This is done, I think. So disappointing. Okay, so Tesla, we still have a little bit more on this gap here. The gap ends about 173. Yesterday's low was just under 180. The market stays this weak. I mean, guys, this isn't like the worst thing in the world. 179 is pretty much the low. Pre-market low of yesterday is 178. Yeah, Duco, it's your fault, man. Why'd you tank the market? Yeah, Meta's coming in for low a day. Nvidia's coming in for low a day. Tesla's real weak. Microsoft's rolling back over. Amazon's one of the strongest ones. All-time high on Amazon's around 190. That's what I'm going to be waiting for. NQ ripping through lows here. I would like to maybe try this 180 break on Tesla, but I want a better setup than this. I would like to see it really come in here and then bounce and then see some sort of pattern into it. That would make me feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm just going to go ahead, since Meta's freaking done for, I'm just going to load up 180 puts just in case. I really don't want to see this break right here. Market is dying, though. This may just go right for it. It is about a 60,000 wall, though. Sitting at 180. Please don't break it. It's going to do it. If the market doesn't bounce, that's what's going to do it. Come on, NQ, bounce for us here. I hate trying to go make a trade out of something, but this isn't invalid. I think there's a trade here. I would just like to see this bounce to give us actual, real entry. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. Nice. I need more than that. I'd like to see 181 again. NQ just went green or red. They're gonna slip it right here. Yeah, Geo, this market not my favorite. So two scenarios here. We bounce here up to 181, 181.50, and then roll all the way back over. I would take the 180 break again. If we hold under 180, remember yesterday's low is 179. So what would I be looking for here? If this wants to trickle its way down close into 179 and then bounce up and retest 180 and then roll back over, I would consider that as well. Not as much as I would like to trade a 180 break into 179, but that is still to me an okay scalp there. There's our break. Big reason why I wanted to see a bounce. This thing is just really overextended here. Not much of any sort of relief. And then we come into a support like this. It's easy to break it then bounce. So I'm just going to sit back. I know this is hard, but you got to have that discipline right now to not do anything stupid. Come on, Tesla, give me a real bounce. BA is coming back up. And BA is actually freaking moving here. It's this high, 174.07. This high is 173.86. This doesn't look bad on BA. It's just freaking late again. Let me look at these calls here. 175 calls don't look terrible. Volume's actually okay on BA as well. I just don't know that I want to get involved in this right now. Just made a new high on the day. Tesla back under 180. Come on, man. Yeah, Kenny, that's why I'm just hesitant to even consider this to the upside. I mean, the contracts don't look terrible. Price action doesn't look bad. We're getting elevated volume here. Pretty good, bigger time frame setup here through 174 than 175. So I mean, on paper it looks okay, but then you throw in the negative news. I just don't know that I can trust it. But then again, it's like, sometimes the market just doesn't care. Trade what's in front of you, not what you're just, wanting to happen or hoping for. Quick pullback those contracts. 115 to 0.8, like 2 seconds. Let's just stay away from it. I really don't want to be put in this position where I have to go try to find a trade. So, I say it all the time, as much as I want to take a good trade with you guys. I'm here to show you guys the realities of this stuff. If Tesla wants to trickle down a little bit further, maybe to like 179.20, 179.30, even here, I mean, if we can just get a quick little bounce, it's just, there's no real bounce, right? It's just slowly selling off here. So at one point, there's going to be a bottom and there's going to be a bounce. I don't want to be involved in that. I rather let people get faked out on a bounce and then let it roll over, and then we can take the safe trade through lows. This style of trading is very risky and very hard to do if you just try to take a million trades. You can make a lot of money doing this. You need to focus mainly on not losing money, because when the good opportunities are there, you just kill it. But none of those are worth it if you just burn capital on the side doing things you shouldn't be doing. BA coming back up. Who thought the stock would be up on a whistleblower getting suicided? What did they say it was? Was it a car wreck this time? I saw critical condition from one of y'all. That's what they said. He was in critical condition for weeks and then finally died. These contracts barely moved on an up move. This is why BA's, Duco, I didn't hear it either, but I think it was Kenny who sent it in. The second one just died. Right. These BA contracts are moving terrible, guys. On this pullback here, the contracts went from about 150 down to 0.75. On this move here, they went from 1.10 to 1.16. So you're barely seeing these contracts gain value, and you're seeing them lose value extremely quick on pullbacks. So, I mean, there's just no reason, right? Even on this nice little move here, you've gotten about a 10% move to the upside, and we saw, a 25, 30% move to the downside when that bid just drops off on the contracts. Tesla's still holding under here. So I'm officially not going to trade BA at all. Two-week fight with an infection. And it wasn't COVID. They're not going to pull the COVID card. More like he got poisoned. That's pretty crazy. Tesla, so I mean, we kind of got the setup I wanted there, but these aren't real bounces. It's just trickling down. Yeah, Kenny, seriously. Under 179, it's yesterday's low. Tesla's just going to trickle down without us here. What a boring day. Sucks. This thing's barely moving here. Nice, no cat. I love it. That was a great trade, man. It really was. I wish I caught that. BA still trying to move here, just way too slow. Where's Meta? Still doing nothing. Well, who killed Tesla? Even the Tesla puts aren't moving very well. They got volume, but man, they're slow. Really slow. I mean, just little 5-point jumps on a nice move, too. Tesla buyers are just getting pushed out of the way so fast here. I mean, look at this. Yesterday's pre-market low just got taken out. These contracts are moving terrible, though. Amazon was one of the stronger ones today, actually. Sitting up by high a day. It's just Amazon's just not in a great spot to trade it right now. We're in the middle of all this. Once we can get back up closer to 190, above 188, that's when I'm gonna like it because I am interested in this all-time high for sure. Especially now that it's had some time to chill out and get back up there. I'll like it. For a Thursday, these Tesla contracts moved awful. But we've also haven't seen any sort of relief bounce to let the prices on them take a breather. This is crazy. Not a single real bounce on Tesla here since the open. So I mean, a pretty solid move here. Just not really easy to catch unless you just kind of chase it. Look at the market though, guys. Are you watching this? What is going on? The video right through lows. That could have been an okay trade there. Well, NVIDIA is not going to pull the entire market, Geo, but yeah, NVIDIA is definitely moving. This would have been a pretty decent trade here. We pretty much have a double bottom with a perfect little H pattern. That's an intraday small scalp that setup that I would take. Yeah, Maynor, I guess, man. I mean, that's what the chart's telling us for sure. So it's kind of pulling a lot of stocks away from my levels here. And the one stock that I want to actually go down is holding up. Just how it goes sometimes. Pretty solid move though on Tesla, gotta say. Colamp, I did not know that. No. Bitcoin kind of rallied back. That's pretty cool. Colamp. Who's Batman? Do you know who's gonna be the lead? I'm sure your dad does. You're gonna be young Bruce Wayne. That's awesome. That's fine. Still gonna be in a movie. Well, this is just not fun at all, is it? Oh, new lows coming in on Tesla and Nvidia and Meta. Yeah, I mean, it's either going to be a triple bottom or this is going to break right through, you know? But, it's weird. NQ is just now going red on the day. So we're only down 0.1% on the day. So we gave up the entire move overnight. Yeah, Geo. Well, I mean, I would say typically you see a reversal during the day. Um, you see the pump from the Fed number that comes out on interest rates, and then you see a reversal toward the end of the day, like we saw yesterday. But a sell-off like this is a little much. But like Maynor said earlier, there was some housing news that came out that I guess crushed the market. I don't know, unless there's something going on overseas. But ES is freaking dying. NQ is too. There's just not any setups really for me to the downside right now on some of these names besides Netflix, and we're 20 points away from where I want it. So I mean, I could go chasing some of these things, but it just doesn't make any sense. I don't want to call it too early, but I feel like a lot of people have probably already headed out here on Discord. So I don't know, guys. I don't really know what to do. This is just kind of a weird day to happen. I was excited getting up this morning, but we'll just wait. We got later, Kenny. We got Apple today after close and Coinbase. So those are going to be some big names. I would think Coinbase does pretty good. Talked about this yesterday on the earnings stream, but typically when Bitcoin and Ethereum and just crypto in general are going to their all-time highs and stuff, they're going to be in the news more. Right? We saw this 2-3 years ago on the last bull run up to like 68,000 or whatever. Everyone, and I notice this because people in my life know that I'm involved in this stuff. They ask me about, what app should I use, or should I buy Bitcoin here, whatever. Start noticing this stuff outside of your screens at home, that more people are going to be asking and getting involved into crypto or the markets or whatever. Well, you also notice that when crypto or markets are down by lows, that people aren't really interested because they're not in the news much. So when crypto was just going on its last run, wouldn't you agree that a lot more people probably downloaded Coinbase? A lot more people probably tried to buy crypto. Well, they would have to, right? I mean, for crypto to run that far, people would have to buy it. So that means more commission for Coinbase. So if I were to have to bet on earnings, I would probably bet the upside. I could see this completely fall off. Maybe the maintenance costs are through the roof. I don't know. But thinking about it like that, Coinbase is probably the most popular. Oh, so it's going to be the same one, same Batman as the last one. Cool. I think you did pretty good in the last one. I'm not really like a Marvel or superhero watcher, but I did watch that new Batman on a plane. Well, you gotta watch this one, Colin, because you're gonna be in the movie. Yeah, guys. I mean, I just really don't like anything. I think Tesla's too extended to really try to find a move. Obviously, Meta is just not where I want it at all. What else? BA just wasn't moving that great in general. NVIDIA, I don't think I would like to play another new low on that. JWAG, to be honest, I don't know. So it's going to be Q1 earnings. I would think that a lot of eyes are going to be on the Apple Vision Pro. I don't know about y'all, but I don't, you know, I used to notice that a lot of people would be getting the new iPhone, right? Whether it's my friends or just whatever, I'm seeing it out. And I want you guys, when you think about earnings and just stocks in general, try to notice things outside of your screens, right? So this is where I, try to talk big picture here. You would notice, and y'all could probably agree that you notice people having the new iPhone and always kind of getting the new gear. Well, this iPhone wasn't that much of an innovation, right? From the last one, I've only seen maybe one or two. A lot of people still have, the 13 or 12 or 14 or whatever. Um, so I just don't think that and I know iPhone sales are actually pretty bad the last earnings. Um, so I think a lot of eyes are going to be on their Apple Vision Pro sales, which I don't imagine is that great. Um, but their strategy with the Apple Vision Pros was pretty good. They didn't just make bulk order of them and then start selling them. They actually waited for pre-orders and then made, just a little bit more than what was pre-ordered. So that was smart. That means that their margins aren't going to get killed, right? They're not going to have a lot of just inventory that they're going to have to be paying for. Um, yeah, not many people jump to update for sure. And their holiday sales aren't going to be represented in the Q1. So I don't know. They also had some legal battles recently. Wow, there goes Boeing. MF. He's still just barely moved. 120 to 160. I mean, that's a pretty decent percentage, but on Boeing, typically I would see way bigger moves than that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to bet on it. JWAG, if I had to bet on either Apple or Coinbase, I would be betting on Coinbase just because I feel like it's a little bit, there's just a higher chance for it to go up, and I can kind of predict it a little bit easier than Apple. Look how choppy Apple is, though. But yeah, guys, I mean, we're about 50 minutes in almost, so I'll stick around for about 5 more minutes here, and then I got to get moving. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to apologize, but I almost want to apologize because I was excited this morning and I got us all hyped up. The market decided to ruin that for us, but cash is a position. I'd rather not lose any money. So that's how it goes sometimes. Like I always say, this is my job is to teach you the realities of this stuff. I know. JWagger, look at you playing MW3. I see you. Anyone in here play Siege? Rainbow Six Siege? You don't like Siege, Colant? But have the new iOS, so almost no point to upgrade. I don't like. Yeah, there is what's it called? It's like engineered deficiency or something, or something like that. Where I mean, obviously the newer phones are going to run faster, right? But the phones that you have for a while, right? I mean, obviously they start to slow down and stuff like that. And I feel like I read this one time that that's engineered into it. Right? Maybe I think Apple got in trouble. Wasn't there some sort of lawsuit where Apple got in trouble for actually manually slowing down the older phones to make people buy the new ones? I think that actually did happen. Yeah, it was years ago, but yeah, more RAM too. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it was the batteries. Okay, yeah, battery percentage. Yeah, Pretty crazy. I mean, how crazy is that they can actually control that remotely? Anyways, Tesla going for a new low. Saw a decent bounce here on the market here, but Meta 436, just not even close. You're 14, don't have a phone. I don't remember when I got mine. I think I was in 5th grade. So what are you, 7th grade, co-lamp? Eighth. Well, for you to get involved in stocks at 8th grade, it's pretty good. It's earlier than me. Yeah, JWAG, it really isn't. I mean, there seems like there's going to be, yeah, Latvian. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, like you look at it and stuff like Tesla had a decent move, but really everything else was just not that great. Just not easy to catch. Very easy to lose money once again. I mean, I really expected the market to have some strength today after yesterday. And then we had that really solid meta setup to the upside, and we just didn't happen. It just is what it is. Yeah, stick man. um, what was I gonna do? Then I bet you'll get yours at 15 then. Well, cool, guys. Anything else, or do you want to head out of here? Rather not stare at the screen and there's really nothing going on. It's Thursday. Hang on, we do have a premium lesson tonight. Let me look at the topic. It is going to be technical indicators. So I'll be going over RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, stocks, buddy, VWAP, and supply and demand. So a lot of things that I don't use, but I'm here to teach you guys everything. So I will be going over those tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I used to though. I mean, I use stochastic squeeze. I'll go over TTS squeeze, TTM squeeze. There's a ton of indicators that you can use, and I used them. Moving averages, all that stuff. Believe me, I did try those, and over time, getting better and better. You just don't need them. Yeah, they can help. Yeah, they give you some confirmation, and maybe you like them and you do good with them. I just don't. And a lot of the traders that I've seen don't typically use a ton of indicators, but like you see the arrows and stuff on my screen. That's basically Stocks Buddy. So I do use that. So to me, Stocks Buddy is probably the best one. Yeah, 100%. Good thing I said that on Hoogie's here. That's pretty funny. Yeah. No, but I mean, I know Pokey agrees. You don't need a million indicators on your screen. It's just confirmation, and if you have too many, they'll contradict themselves and just kind of. It's just a bunch of other things to. Yeah, it's already in your brain. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Well, Meta's finally getting above VWAP here. Market's starting to bounce. Pookie, I don't really understand this market at all. So um, I don't really know what to do. The day trader that just sits back and doesn't even trade. That's what it was this week. We did catch one Monday, though. We did catch Tesla on Monday with premium guys. All right, Colan, take care, man. Yeah. So, I mean, for anyone in Discord that's reading, believe me, it's not just me that agrees that just sometimes you just have to sit sidelines and let the trades come to you. And if that means you got to wait, 4 or 5 days, it means you have to wait 4 or 5 days. The last thing you want to do is try to force a trade when there's really nothing there and you know that you shouldn't be taking a trade and lose money. Yeah, JWAG. Well, I would say, how do you combat that? Well, maybe if you don't see a good setup in the first 30 minutes that, you have planned out, written out, all that, freaking close that laptop or throw your mouse across the room or something. Yeah. Computer mouse, not your pet mouse. Um, no, I don't pull the trigger when I should. Yeah, Chag, that's the hard thing. It's either you're a trader that trades a lot and just has a lot of volume. So, you're taking a bunch of trades, and that just means you're gonna have a lot more winners and losers. So you're not really scared to execute a trade. And then you have guys that wait a lot, like me. And for newer traders, they may just be a little bit more nervous to to execute the trade. So it's a constant mental battle. Trading in general, I mean, you guys should watch YouTube videos and listen to podcasts and stuff from professional traders. They'll all talk about trading is just a constant battle with yourself forever. You're never gonna like conquer and beat yourself because every day is kind of a new battle. So it's always just a mental game. You're constantly fighting yourself and trying to make the right decisions. It's tough mentally, but the more you can just set up rules and boundaries and barriers, the simpler things are and the more stress free it is. Good, JWAG. I've been infiltrated. Let's see what we got here. I'm guessing that's what? Is that SPX? It's NDX. This is definitely SPX. Well, guys, we're now over an hour here on the stream, so I think I'm probably gonna wrap things up. Very disappointed again, but whatever. It is what it is. Tomorrow may be good. So if you guys want to stick around, looks like Pookie's in here. But your boy's got a couple last assignments to finish to wrap this year up. Yeah, no need to force anything, guys. Sometimes that's just how it is. So, all right, guys, we'll take care. I'll see you guys tonight at my premium lesson for the Day Trader Corner. And you guys have a good rest of the day. Later.